What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're talking bad boys right now, bro. We got two bad boys of EDM.
We're getting real big. We're getting real bad.
Yeah, we got some bad shit to talk about. I want to get right into it, bro. Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is EDM dying?
I don't think so. I think it's actually growing.
Okay.
I think it's actually growing.
Thoughts?
Okay.
Comments?
So Cascade is DJing the Super Bowl, and I think there's a lot of crossover genres where people are mixing with EDM.
I have a little bit of a thought / conspiracy theory. You know how everything's like short form content, right?
Yes.
Okay. What I've noticed is the growth in the amount of Patreon DJs, producers putting out IDs on Patreon, putting out their sounds on Patreon, right? Look at VR's Patreon. How many patrons does he have?
Yeah, it's like upwards of 2K.
And if you do the math on that, that's a lot of money. We're on there. We kind of started it off. Shout out to us. We're the first ones to kind of do that shit. But
yeah, crank that.
So what I'm noticing is that it's almost like, you know, when we had our podcast with Nate, he talked about how he signed a deal with Twitch. So it's almost like their focus is on making this content more so than making music, I wonder. Maybe that's an aggressive take, but I kind of feel like people are signing up to these Patreons and they're just wanting to get any content that these people put out, which is great. I think that's awesome. Yeah, but I'm kind of wondering if that's going to hurt EDM, because what's going to happen is people might necessarily be booking as many shows. They might be like, well, why am I going to book a show when I can just focus on making my Patreon big?
That's very interesting. First thing is EDM is like full of nerds. And I think of nerds, I think of Discord, I think of Patreon, I think of gaming. And I feel like that's all in the same realm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully it'll get more people producing music. But think about this, okay? Okay, your virtual riot, right? So spend a ton of time. You spend like 2 weeks on finishing a song, right? Getting it start to finish. Or you crank out 10 ideas in a day and you post them and get everybody to sign up to that, and they're paying you $5 just to be part of that tier. I'm not saying that's happening, but I could see how it could become a thing where maybe the motivation is more into posting the Patreon content / YouTube content, TikTok content, instead of posting music and art.
That does bring me to a big subject that just happened, which is Universal pulled all of the music off of TikTok.
Wild.
That's a huge catalog of music just gone.
Why did they do that?
They're not getting paid from TikTok streams. If you listen to Taylor Swift on TikTok, they don't get paid from you listening to the song on TikTok.
Why?
Because it's not a Spotify, it's not Apple Music, it's not like a legitimate streaming service. So they're not getting paid for streams. So they're pulling it off. I think that's kind of a bad mood on Universal's end, but
you know, it might be a bad move as far as like breaking new artists, because TikTok is super valuable for that. But also at the same time, like if your music's getting played, you should be getting paid. You know what I mean? Obviously, like a lot of the big, you know, Taylor Swift's and all, they already got tons of money, but still, like if you got big to that point to where your song is being used on a TikTok video that has 50 million views, like you should get a piece of that, right?
Yeah, but also TikTok has a deal with Spotify, and there's like some sort of I think it's called like a discovery section, where if you like a song on TikTok, it saves to your Spotify playlist.
So are they pulling the sound basically from the video? So they have an algorithm that finds the sound.
Yes.
Pulls it, because a lot of people...
And it links it to the Spotify.
Another thing I noticed, at least with TikTok, I mean, you're way better at it, but I noticed that like when people will post a song, I'll sometimes look at the sound and it'll say their name as opposed to the actual artist, which is super annoying, because I'm like, fuck, like I want to find out who actually is the song. Yeah. And it's the person's TikTok account. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It's like an Inception kind of thing.
But now, that's not even possible because they have an algorithm to pull the music. Yeah. I think they'll probably work it out, because TikTok is too much of a monster. They got to figure out something, but they should be getting paid. Yeah. No, you know?
they definitely should be. But you know, what counts as a stream now? You know, 30 seconds. True. 30 seconds is one stream on Spotify. Yeah. Nobody's even watching a TikTok for 30 seconds.
Do you listen to a song for more than 30 seconds nowadays, though?
I listen to music.
Do you?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right. So you always know shit that goes on before I do. Okay. Yeah. I got a question for you. Is John Summit an anti-Semite?
No. He is not.
Do you know why I'm asking you?
Yes, I kind of do.
Now you do.
Yes.
Of course you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
John Summit is apparently remixing or collabing with Kanye West on something?
No.
What is it?
No, he's not. He said that I would love to...
And he said that on Twitter.
Yes, he would say, I would love to collab with Kanye. He is my hero. We're both from Chicago. blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
And I don't care about his allegations, essentially.
Oh, so he said that out in the tweet.
I think that's what he said. He said, I don't care about the allegations. He's still my hero. The music speaks first. I think that's what he said.
We've had this conversation about Michael Jackson and other people.
Over and over
How
again.
does it make you feel? Does it make you, does John Summit go down as being a Jewish person?
So look, I'm having a hard time with the Kanye thing.
Yeah.
I'm having a real hard time.
I know you struggle. I'm sorry.
I really like, I love his music.
Struggle.
I love his music. And, you know, is he doing it for attention? Is that really what he believes? I don't know. I don't know. I really enjoy the music, and it's like hard for me to support him.
But does that roll over to John Summit now?
So, okay, so rolling over to John Summit, I think that it's hard. It's hard. You know, you want to collab with Kanye because he's one of the biggest artists in the world, obviously. But, you know, you're choosing to work with him. You're going to be associated with that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard right now. Are people going to look at Ty Dolla $ign? You just came out with a fucking album with a huge anti-Semite. You know, are you going to look at Ty Dolla $ign for that? Ty Dolla $ign is very well known for going to church. And which, you know, going to church comes along with certain behavior, which is...
Are you saying that people that go to church are usually anti-Semites?
No, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that people that go to church have good values.
Sure, yeah.
They have very good values, and they value, like...
So it seems. On paper. It seems,
yeah. You go to church, like, you
preach morals.
Correct.
Right.
You're probably a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Ty Dolla $ign he's a church guy.
Right.
You know? So
is Kanye, though.
Correct. Yeah. So, you know, who knows what Ty Dolla $ign thinks?
Okay, so let me ask you this then.
Yes.
Kanye West hit you up on your phone. Yo, Parker, sorry about what I said. Let's collab, bro. Are you doing it?
Yes. Yes, I am. But I would ask a very, I would get down to it. I would ask him.
You'd have to be like, you got to clear this out.
I'd be like, what's going on, man?
Right.
Like, you know, man to man, just tell me what's going on. If it's cool, then it's cool.
Right.
You know? But I would try to have that conversation. Like the Lil Dicky clips. So Lil Dicky got interviewed about Kanye, and Lil Dicky said, Kanye has been nothing but amazing to me. He's been great. He took care of me. We played basketball together.
Right.
Him being an anti-Semite, I can't believe that, because he knows that I'm Jewish. He took care of me. He was so nice to me. We were bros. We just kind of fell out of touch. And
maybe. Well, we just kind of fell out.
I know. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. But that just happens. But like that's how he explained it. So, you know, I trust Lil Dicky.
You trust Lil Dicky
part of the tribe
for representing the Jews,
yes,
making
he's
decisions.
part of the tribe, and you know, that's what would happen.
Didn't he apologize though, or no? Did Kanye apologize to the?
Yes,
but it was like not that great of an apology. Like, and the actions haven't changed.
No, he just posted in Hebrew an apology on his Instagram.
Oh, well, that's kind of nice.
But that's like, you know, you're Italian. Let's say I'm very racist to you in Italian. And then I archive all my posts on Instagram and I apologize to you in Italian in a picture.
Sure.
It's kind of funny.
Right.
Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, is it heartfelt? Maybe.
Right.
But like, it's also kind of fucking funny. Like, I laughed when I saw it. Like, I was like, oh my God, he's got to do something grandiose. And like, you know.
I just think he's just, I think he just might, he's got to, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to make excuses.
Would you collab with Michael Jackson?
No.
You just wouldn't do it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I just
don't. One of the greatest artists of all time.
Can I give you an example?
Yes.
This is way early in my career.
Yeah.
But somebody, and I don't even know if this was real or not, but somebody apparently gave me the opportunity to send beats to Chris Brown.
Yeah.
And I started making some, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I think Chris will love this. The guy might have been full of shit for all I know, right? And I was doing it, and then I felt like, because of what happened with Rihanna, with him like beating a woman, I was like, dude, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
Really?
And not that any of that thing turned into, it might not have been Chris Brown, the guy might have been just full of shit.
Yeah, but you started thinking about that.
But I started thinking about it, and then I just kind of just stopped the conversation at that point.
So you're very sensitive when it comes to the background of an artist and separating the person from the music.
It's hard because I used to not be that way. And I wouldn't say that like that's, I think it's case by case basis on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Michael Jackson thing, I would say no to collabing with Michael Jackson just because I just don't know if I would care that much to do it. My first initial feeling is like, I'd feel weird about it, right?
Yeah.
But if you take that same thing and you say Skrillex was involved in some controversy like Michael Jackson level or Chris Brown level,
yeah,
that would be really difficult for me to say no to.
Interesting.
Because of the way that I think of Skrillex as far as like being a huge fan of what he does.
Interesting.
So, and also like that's like a dream sort of scenario. Like I would in my mind, you know, people are also going to give me shit for this too. Like collabing with Blink-182 versus collabing with the Beatles. I don't give a fuck about the Beatles. I'm all about Blink. And it's
wild.
like
that's wild.
That's just kind of how I am.
So
right?
let me throw something out there for you. Okay? So let's say Skrillex collaborates with Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
Does that affect you collaborating with Skrillex because he knowingly is collaborating with an anti-Semite?
No.
Or okay, let's say he collaborates with Chris Brown, who beats women. You know, would that affect your judgment on Skrillex because he is willing to work with somebody like that? Or is that one person too far for you?
Yeah, I think one person removed is probably fine. I don't know why. I mean, I'm just going off of feeling right now.
Yeah.
All this stuff is hypothetical.
Yeah.
Everything I could be saying is completely the opposite if it actually happened, right? Because you don't know how you feel.
You never know. You never know.
But like R. Kelly, perfect example. Dude pissed on underage girls.
Yeah.
Like had a sex cult. The dude's in jail for it.
Yep.
Not a good dude, right?
No.
People working with R. Kelly, like I could kind of understand on a business level. Like, I guess there's a level.
You see what I'm saying, though?
No, it's a great point. Maybe there's a level of like wrongdoing to where you can't fuck with anybody that fucks with that person. Hitler, right? Let's say Hitler's making fucking banger beats.
And let's say, Skrillex collaborates with Hitler.
I'm done with Skrillex.
Okay.
So I think there's a level.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's a level.
Yeah.
I don't know what, and I'm also, this is all purely hypothetical, so I don't know. Maybe I would collab with Skrillex. I wouldn't collab with Hitler. I know that for a fact.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know that. I know that for a fact.
Think of the TikTok title, collab with Hitler, question mark? Okay.
Shit.
I don't know how to say this, bud, but Rezz put out a dildo. Have you seen it?
Yep.
Bro!
Dude, it looks like a great dildo, dude.
We're buying it right now.
Yeah, should we buy it?
100%.
So people at home that don't know this about us is we collect memorabilia from the famous people that have come to the studio. She hasn't been here yet, but I feel like the dildo is perfect to go into our collection.
We got to put it like in the back
memorabilia.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
We got to buy it right now.
Erotic hypnotic.
Oh my God.
That's really good.
Look at this shit.
Dude, it's got fucking
limited
eyes
edition
on it. Yeah.
Oh
dude,
shit,
sold
it's
out.
clear. Look at Rezz just owning it. Let's check eBay. Okay, well, all right, we can't show this.
We can't show any of that.
If anybody out there knows or gets their hand on it,
We'll get 2 hands on it.
if it's used, that's totally fine too.
Yes. Bro, it sold out in like the first 15 minutes.
And that's out of nowhere.
Yes, out of nowhere. Somebody said it as a joke on Twitter, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then she fucking
really?
did it.
She did it. What a banger move.
Yeah.
Shout out
What
Rezz.
a boss.
It's the fact I'm going to release a dildo. Damn it, we were 2 behind.
No, it's sold out today, so it's okay.
Who's ready for new merch? Okay, so this being said, we got to get our hands on it.
Yes.
Literally. So if anybody out there maybe got 2 and they're willing to donate it, we'll buy it from you. We'll pay a premium price, you know, within reason.
Yes.
So that we can have it
Please
either here or on that side over there.
We're going to put it right next to Danny's face.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. It could be angled. We keep it in the box though. We got to keep the value.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, we'll put like a little triangle.
I really do think, like, I mean, it's funny, obviously, but like DJs and producers, like, you know, we're in the business of making music, but, you know, think about Kiss. You know, they do it way too much, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
But what a brilliant idea. Hey, this is a funny joke. Let me put it out. It's going to sell. People love it.
Yeah.
Right? We got to fucking get it, dude.
Yes, we have to. That's going down in history.
It's got it, yeah.
It's going down.
Somebody else has got to do it now, too.
Yes.
And also, too, I know Rezz came out as Les, right? Lesbian?
Yeah, or something.
I don't want to fucking assume, but I think she did. Shout out her for being comfortable, going down for...
Big shout out.
And also, it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm sure it's going to bring people a lot of joy.
Oh, for sure. She's awesome about
Yeah.
it too. You know,
We love
she's very,
Rezz.
yeah, we
Rezz,
love
You want
Rezz.
to come on the podcast?
I would love for you
You
to
could sell
come
a
on the
ton of
pods.
dildos.
Oh my gosh, so many.
Version 2. Oh, Rezz, maybe you could send us one. Tag Rezz so we can get one.
Send us a double-ended one.
Yeah. Oh, that would be nice.
For
a
the
special
bad boys,
edition.
dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we can both use it. All right. Anyway, bro, why is everybody in bass music moving to Colorado?
Okay, so I do have some inside information for you. So, okay, I think, don't quote me on this now.
I never do.
This might be a Parker fact.
Okay, that's fine.
XLNT moved to Colorado and he fucking put his post down. He bought a ton of houses.
Several houses
In Colorado. And when an EDM producer wants to move out there, he puts them up in the house. And then they rent from XLNT. So it's like this whole like XLNT real estate thing. You know?
XLNT real estate, bro?
Yeah, I'm sure there's like something there. We've only talked to Nick like a couple of times.
I've never talked to Nick.
Oh yeah.
I like how you called him Nick, though. That seems like you know him.
Nick XLNT.
Okay, so you think it started with him buying, because like Trevor, does Trevor live in a house that he rents from XLNT?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
So you got the Sad Boys out there.
Got the Sad Boys.
And the Wooks.
Dude.
Right?
Yes, great weather out there.
GTA's out there.
GTA's out there.
Some of them. Julio.
Dude, but literally like everybody is also moving out there. I think there's a culture of I don't want to be in the city anymore. I want to be in nature. And they're kind of fusing nature with EDM.
They're trying to make their own lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Which was kind of there before, but like you think about it, EDM is like kind of high tech.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the branding around electronic music is usually high tech, scary, futuristic, outer space, computers. You know, Bjork.
Yeah, Bjork.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not a lot of people resonate with like trees, clouds, sky, stars with EDM.
Sure.
Even the Wooks.
No.
Even the Wooks get a little scary.
They love that shit. They run around barefoot in the forest.
I know, but dude, like if you were gonna brand a Wook something or like experimental bass, there's still not like nature. It's like spirals and like fractals.
I disagree.
Okay.
But I can see but that what you're saying though does make sense.
So yeah, so coming back to the Colorado thing, I think that there is something happening with that. I think they're fusing nature. People are tired of the city. They're tired of the high tech.
Tired of LA.
They're tired of LA, you know? Mm-hmm. They want some fresh air.
COVID messed it up for LA, man.
Yeah.
But it's cool though. I think it's great that like little scenes are like popping up outside of LA. Like people are like, I don't have to be in LA anymore. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So you got a big sort of community. The Wook community is growing. And obviously there's Red Rocks, right? Yeah. So there's a place for like people to get in and start sort of making a scene, right?
Yeah.
But you're right. It's like Sad Boys, right? So you got Illenium, you got Trevor.
Dabin,
right? And then you got the Wooks, right? And the dubstep dudes, right? They're all out there.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of crazy.
Should we move there?
No.
Do you like to snowboard? Do you do anything in the snow?
Yeah, I mean, I used to like snowboarding, but
I just don't like weather. I like the sun.
I'm just saying, why Colorado of all places? It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. What about Hawaii? If I was gonna go start a whole like movement of people, like EDM people moving out, I'd be like, let's go to Hawaii. Let's go to the best place.
It's too far.
Why?
Colorado is close. It's centralized to New York. It's centralized to California.
Oh, so you think it is a geological choice too?
I think so.
I don't know. Kind of interesting.
It is.
Shout out Colorado.
Yeah, shout out.
We're staying here.
Denver, dude.
We'll never leave.
Maybe.
New York. That's all I got for my stuff today.
Great.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So I'm very curious what you got for us.
Look,
what do you got?
I
headline it, baby.
Okay. So look, I have a big dream. Okay. And I know that you have a similar dream to me.
You're a big dreamer.
All right. I've always wanted to produce without touching the keyboard. Okay. I've always wanted to be in Ableton, lying in bed, not moving any of my fingers and thinking about what I need to happen in Ableton, and it just happens.
So not using your hands. You're just talking about, so like Elon Musk.
Some Elon Musk shit.
What is that thing called? The
Neuralink.
The Neuralink. You want a Neuralink production.
Into Ableton, and I want to think of an FM bass, and then it's just there.
I've never thought about that.
I want to think about it on the eighth notes. I want a growl on the one. And I'm looking at Ableton, and I'm thinking, and it's doing it, so I don't have to do Command D, Command Shift T, all of that. So I've always wanted to do that.
That makes sense. And then the ideas you hear in your head just come out.
Boom, it just goes translated right into there.
Because it's hard to sometimes translate your ideas.
Yeah, and I just started seeing videos of people producing with the Apple goggles. And
I've seen that a little bit.
It's almost to that point. Now, they look like crabs. They're going like this. You know what I'm saying? They look like little fucking crabs. But some people, you can project your computer display into your goggles, and then the screen is anywhere. So you have a keyboard and mouse, and then you're like producing on the wall.
Well, what's the point of that? If like
it's a big screen. It's a big screen, and you're immersed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're a little bit more immersed. You still have to use you still have to use a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah. So that's the last issue. But you could have a big screen of Ableton zoomed in however you want. Then you could have your stuff over here. You could have your phone over there. It's really, really cool. And I want to try it first off.
Are we getting one?
Yeah, we should get one.
I always feel like we shouldn't buy like those things. I'm always like,
we'll return it, dude.
You can't return Apple.
We'll take that out. We'll take that out.
Leave it in.
Yeah. No. So something that's important with the goggles is it reads what you're looking at. So I can imagine in Ableton, I look at a knob and then you click your finger and it turns it to a certain
give it a little
range.
twist.
Yes. I really want Ableton to like be hands off and you're just looking at knobs and you're turning and looking, and dude, it would be so sick, and it would be so much faster than now where you have to hit key commands. Like when I have an idea in my head and I know all of the buttons that I need to press to get to that idea, if it's not like a subjective idea, it's like a
experimental sort of
no, it's
idea?
like a factual thing. I want to edit all of this audio. I want to cut out all the
fades and
shit
like that.
Fade it. It's like I know I have to hit this like this many times.
Gotcha.
Imagine looking at it, fade, 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 and you're like looking at it.
That would be insane.
Yeah. So that's something.
We're so far away from that, I think. Still.
I don't think so, man.
I think like it's cool because people are using the Apple thing, but obviously like Google Glass was something that was out a long time ago that didn't do very well.
I know, but people are saying it's so much better than that.
I'm sure it is. It's still a giant thing on your head.
Yeah.
Until they get it smaller, I think that's when it's going to take off. I could be wrong. That's my opinion, though.
I want to try it.
I would love to try it too.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend $4,000 to try it?
No.
But the first ones are always trash. Can we agree on that? The first model of anything new like that is always trash.
They're gonna come out with like a $1,200 one probably.
Yeah, the
light version. Yeah. So my last thing is, so I started trying something new. Okay, you know I'm into fitness. You know I'm into health.
You're a healthy guy.
I go to the gym all the time.
You're Gary Bricked up.
I'm Gary Bricked, dude.
Gary Bricked up.
Something that I learned is he says to take amino acids before you work out. Didn't fucking believe it. I was like, oh, I'll give it a try.
What's an amino acid though? Like, what is it?
So it's
where is it naturally found?
So it's the building blocks of a protein. So it helps you create protein. So it starts as so you eat an amino acid and then it turns into a protein.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I started taking it. It's a powder form. You just drink it, whatever. I don't feel sore after the gym.
Really?
I don't feel sore. It's crazy, and I work out really hard. And it's kind of unbelievable. I take it before my workout. I work out and fall asleep, wake up the next day. I feel insane.
But okay, so I don't know much about fitness as you do, but like, isn't how you determine your workout is by feeling sore? I know that like testosterone.
Correct.
The reason why people take testosterone is because of the recovery. Really, it's not necessarily about the muscle growth, but it's a big thing in recovery because your muscles are tearing and you're able to go work out again.
Correct.
So you're saying these amino acids are now causing you. So how do you know if you've worked out hard enough then? Well,
I've just been doing it for a while, and I have to feel it in the gym.
So you'll feel the burn in the gym, but afterwards you're able to go and do it again.
Yeah.
Amino acids.
Yeah. So it's pretty wild, and it's like affecting the rest of my work day, which is amazing. It's giving me more energy. I'm not tired. Like
really?
It's kind of wild.
How's your sleep, bud?
My sleep is great.
Okay, good.
My sleep is phenomenal. But like, I just wanted to tell you because it's like, this is like some secret shit, dude.
I'll try some amino acids.
I want you to try it. I'll give you some. I'll give you like a little pouch.
Is it a pill?
It tastes terrible. Let me tell you. Fucking Gary Breck is, it tastes great. It's fucking, it tastes terrible.
Yeah.
I got lemon lime. it tastes like rubber lemon lime.
You have to drink like a whole bottle of it?
No,
it
just
in
a
water?
glass, like a full glass. You put a scoop in, and then it's just a full 16-ounce glass. So yeah, I would love for you to try it and tell me how you think, because like I'm like on a buzz with it right now.
Did it make you feel any different after you took it?
No, but I stopped taking pre-workout. I stopped taking pre-workout, and it gives me energy in. Yeah, it gives me energy in the gym. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it keeps coming, because you try a lot of things. You got fucking
I do.
sea moss.
Do I look buff? Do I look buff, dude? Am I buff? Touch it. Touch right here. Right here. What do you think? What do you think? Don't touch the lava lake.
Honestly, you're looking a little smaller.
Really?
I love that. Fuck. Because people that go to the gym all the time, if you say they're like, oh man, did you like, are you cutting right now? Because like your bulk went down or something. Or
yeah.
Or when you tell somebody that they look huge, they like love that.
Oh yeah.
You love it.
That's why I asked you. I was like, do I look fucking huge right now, dude?
No, you look up. It's hard to tell. I mean, I'm not really paying it. That's a nice pose.
Thank you.
I'm not really paying attention. I'll start looking to see if I notice.
Thanks.
But you know, you have decent arms. You know, you got a nice physique. I'd fuck you.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah.